You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I do deliver it every day right here on Ron Siegel Radio. Let me remind you, if you ever have any more finance-related questions, again, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you, and you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are no operators standing by. I am it.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan or plan to save you money, I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And of course, we celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. No, we don't always have to have National Wine Day. That was yesterday, so we're not going to do that. Well, maybe we will do that again today. Let's check and see what we are going to celebrate today. We might have to get a little help from the world-famous Christie on this one. National Vet Girls Rock Day. What the heck is that one? National Lash Day. You know, it's pretty bad when you have these celebrations, you don't even understand what the heck they are. I can understand, though, National Chocolate Mint Day. Yes, indeed, that's what we're going to celebrate. Having beaten anorexia, we'll go with National Chocolate Mint Day. That one sounds like it is on the better side of these other options. We're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average as well. We were down quite a bit earlier. Not quite a bit. We were down a bit earlier today. We were at 28.29 on the Dow. Now we're at 25.924. So we've got about a 100-point spread right there in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Not a massive spread, but it is a spread nonetheless. So we're going to watch that one, see where that goes for you. We are also looking at oil. We always like to watch what oil is doing just because here in the state of confusion, we're constantly looking at gas prices. 233.6 is the national average. Here in California, we're at 327.6, which is about 95 cents more than the national average. Prices have seemed to be going up. Mississippi, they're at 204.4 on their gas prices there in Mississippi. So $204.4, $1.24 less than we are paying in California. Yeah, ouch. That does not sound good, but I guess we don't have a whole lot of choice in that one. We keep voting for the same people to do the same foolish things over and over again. We hope to get a different result. When will we learn? When will we learn? But, hey, you know something? I did get a chance last night to hear some of the news. Our lunatics in Sacramento. We've got the always lying Javier Becerra. That guy, if the next time he tells the truth, might be the first time. You know, and going overboard even with his lies. So that's kind of an interesting scenario. Then we get our governor here in California, another one that gives us some fantasies. I guess maybe that's a better word. We've got the fantasies from Javier Becerra. That guy, you know, it just drives me nuts when you hear somebody that cannot tell the truth on anything. But that's Javier Becerra. That is what he does. Talking about the president and the wall. Now, the president may have a differing opinion than Mr. Becerra. Does that mean he stole anything? Now, that's the Attorney General who doesn't know the difference between a differing opinion and stealing. Now, there's a lot of lawyers that have looked at the president's border wall issue and said that what he's doing is accurate. Then you got this one loon, Javier Becerra, saying, well, no, it's not accurate. But he's stealing from the people. That is the terminology from the loon, Javier Becerra. Now, I think Mr. Becerra may get a little bit of retribution here because he miscalculated one issue. Yeah, see, somebody got to the suit, and the president told us when he did this emergency declaration that California would sue. California would be doing it in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which is all Democrat. But here's the issue. Apparently, some others got there first, and a Trump-appointed judge has been assigned to hear 2 of the lawsuits against President Trump's emergency border wall declaration that have been filed in the court in D.C. Now, being that they're not talking about building any walls in the state of confusion, Mr. Becerra may not be aware of the law. You know, he's a little sketchy on some of these things. So he may not know that you have to have something called standing. What harm is being done in California based on the president building a wall in some other state? Just a thought there. Now, we'll find out, but hopefully, and you know something, I'm not saying that the president is correct in this. I'm just saying you know for sure that he's not going to get a fair shake in the state of confusion. Maybe in D.C., maybe there will be a legitimate case for the president. Maybe he'll get an honest review of the actions that he's taking. Just throwing that out there. Next, in the daily briefing, are you tired of hearing about this Jussie Smollett case? I think it's pretty obvious now that this was all a ruse on this whole thing, and it did get the exact reaction that was anticipated. Democrats went out there and came out right away saying that it was a lynching, that it was a hate crime, all of these issues. Yeah, but you got to wait for the facts. And it turns out now it looks more and more like Mr. Smollett might have set the whole thing up, that he paid the other gentleman, that he actually gave them the money to go get the rope for the so-called lynching. And now Mr. Smollett, yeah, he's lawyered up and does not want to talk to the police anymore. He was out there quick. Wonder what it's going to do for his career. Is it going to help his career? Is it going to hurt his career? We will find out. President in the news as well. After former acting director of the FBI, Andrew McCabe's 60-minute interview, the president took to Twitter to call his claims deranged. I'm not sure why these people in the FBI decided that it was their job to make this determination. From what I've been hearing, what I've been reading, 25th Amendment says it's the job of the cabinet and the vice president to initiate this. Yet the FBI, being that they did not like the idea of President Trump being the president, yeah, they decided that they were going to take care of it. And maybe this is going to backfire on them, and I hope it does. The whole point of Congress existing is to provide oversight of the executive branch, according to Lindsey Graham on Face the Nation on Sunday. So hopefully Mr. Graham will start, or Senator Graham, will start an investigation to find out where all the corruption is in the FBI. Somebody is lying. Now, I don't know whether it's Rod Rosenstein or whether it's McCabe, but they've got 2 completely different stories, so I think one of them is giving us a bit of a lie. I wonder if there'll be any actions brought against one of them for lying to Congress, lying to the FBI. That seems to be what the Mueller probe is all about, is who's lying to the FBI. Just saying. Moving right along in the daily briefing, another embarrassment to the U.S. Joe Biden is out there speaking in Germany. 75 years after the U.S. and its allies prepared for D-Day, Joe Biden described America as an embarrassment, quote unquote, and its trade policies self-defeating. Now, I got 2 issues right here, 2 questions that I'll throw out there for you. One question comes up saying, based on us getting 8 years of President Obama blaming everything on President Bush, should President Trump blame everything that's going on now on Vice President Biden and President Obama? Just throwing that out there. And as far as an embarrassment, our Economics are doing much better than they were ever under the Obama administration. We've got terrorism on the run, much better than it was under the Obama administration. A lot of things are going a lot better, so I don't know what the embarrassment is. Maybe the embarrassment is that Joe Biden is out there speaking in the first place. Moving right along in the briefing. Florida's 6th grader arrested after refusing to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Talk about that one. Why is a 6th grader even involved in the conversation? Who is setting this up? Who's gonna make all the money on this? Follow the money. That's where we always want to look at. Who's going to make the money? That's going to tell us who's setting it up. 6th graders should be kids. They should not have to be dealing with this sort of stuff. Just, again, I throw out there as my opinion. I just think the kids need to be given opportunity to be kids. They should not be getting involved in all this politics and everything else that's going on. Let them be a kid. Let them go out on the playground. Let them play. Let them get dirty. Skin their knees. Fall off of a swing set. That's what the kids should be doing. A lot of parents shouldn't even be getting involved in some of these things, especially when they don't get educated. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, 2019, it will be a great year for buyers and sellers in real estate. We'll talk about it. We're going to also talk about why your FICO score could get a boost in 2019, how to roll over your 401k plan to a Roth IRA, all that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, it's 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Connect with us, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio, on Twitter, @Ron Siegel. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1, Ron Siegel, the numeral 1, on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
In the middle of a street,
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Did you know that banks and credit bureaus are rewarded financially if you have bad credit? And the worse your credit score is, the more money they can make off of you? How does that make you feel, knowing that banks are getting rich off of your hard-earned money? How does it make you feel, knowing that if a bank or a credit bureau makes a mistake on your credit report, they benefit from it and it hurts you? The Fair Credit Report Act of 1971 requires banks and credit bureaus to report only accurate information, and nearly 100% of all credit reports are inaccurate. If you're sick and tired of being broke and tired of being robbed by the banks, you owe it to yourself and to your family to call Rondi. Rondi is a FICO certified credit professional and has helped thousands of people just like you get out of debt and establish great credit. Rondi's number is 855-608-1990. Again, that's 855-608-1990. Or visit creditsanitizer.com. Again, that website is creditsanitizer.com.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you a veteran, police officer, firefighter, doctor, nurse, or teacher? If so, you qualify as one of Ron Siegel's VIP heroes, and we have rewards up to $5,000 or $10,000 when you buy, sell, or refinance a home with one of the Ron Siegel Radio partners. As one of the heroes, real estate agents will rebate part of their commission. Lending partners will give a credit at closing. The title company has special published rates, and many other service providers have incentives too. All you need to do is call Ron Siegel Radio at 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Or visit VIPHeroProgram.com. Just think about what you will do with all the rebates and incentives from the partners of Ron Siegel Radio. Just call us at 800-306-1990 so we can show you our appreciation for your service.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and as your consumer advocate, I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Gold Star Mortgage. When you're ready for that next mortgage, Gold Star has the programs and the products for you. They've got the Fast Pass loan approval. They're the only one I know of that has the Fast Pass loan approval, getting you pre-underwritten before you even go shopping for that new home. Pre-underwrite might save you $10,000 to $50,000 on the purchase of your new home. So what's happening in the markets right now? I am looking the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 30.71, S&P 500 up 6.35. The U.S. 10-year Treasury, it's down just a little bit, 2.64. And the 30-year Fannie Mae bond, it's up 13 basis points. That means interest rates are down. That bond has got some pretty strong support right now, so we're looking good on the interest rates. There's a lot of room up to the resistance levels, but we're looking at the 25-day average has got some support there. We've got the 50-day average support. We've got a Fibonacci support level. So we've got 3 layers of support right below us and a way to room to run all the way from 102.14 to 102.50 before we see any kind of resistance. So we might see some improving interest rates for those home loans out there right now. But why is all of this happening? And I tell you that technical information, a lot of times we don't deal with technical information on Ron Siegel Radio. It can sometimes get a little bit overwhelming, but I did share the technical information because we don't have a huge amount of news going on right now. I did see that we got some good numbers from the National Association of Home Builders. They came out with some numbers. The thing I found most fascinating from the report from the National Association Home Builders and from some folks that were at one of their recent conventions. How about this one? Are you sitting down for you have to sit down to understand this one because this could be really painful. 40% of the cost of a new home construction in the state of confusion goes to regulation. Ow! 40%. So on a $1 million house, you've got $400,000 going to regulations and the like. Just seems overwhelming large number to me, but that's the number that they're giving out. I throw that out there again. I'm not a builder, but that's just what they're throwing out there. Simply amazing. Now, you might find that when you think about that, you might go and look at the news that just came out from Pocahontas. Senator Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren gave a new plan for universal child care. And she plans to pay for the program by raising taxes on Americans who are worth more than $50 million. You know, it just goes to show you, maybe she needs to take a trip, one of those Nancy Pelosi trips, to Venezuela. Maybe she can see what happens when you keep taking and taking and taking. The wealth leaves. Take a look at what happens in the state of confusion, how much money leaves the state of confusion. We look at the howmoneywalks.com. I go there on a regular basis. If you really want to get ill, take a look at the data section on How Money Walks. And it'll tell you where money's going to, where money's going from. But when you look at the numbers from the state of confusion, $58.63 billion from 1992 to the year 2016 on average. That's an annual number of adjusted gross income, the income that people earn. They're not filing their taxes in the state of confusion anymore. They're going somewhere else. Where are they going? $14 billion to Nevada, $9.6 billion to Arizona, $9.3 billion to Texas, $8.3 billion to Oregon, $7.3 billion to Washington. Think about that. Now you wonder, okay, well, who's coming to California? Well, we got the illegals coming here. We know that. But New York, we get $6.13 billion coming in from New York, high tax state. $4.55 billion from Illinois, high tax state. They're bankrupt also. $3.24 billion from New Jersey, $2.48 billion from Massachusetts, $1.47 billion from Michigan. Are you getting an idea of where all these folks are coming from? Right? That's the whole idea. They're all coming into California only from the high tax states and illegal immigration. The people with wealth, they are leaving by the billions, going to low tax states. They have the wherewithal to do it. Elizabeth Warren doesn't realize that. Those same people have the ability to say, you know something, I think I'm going to take residency in Ireland. I'm going to take residency in the Grand Cayman, so they can protect their wealth. Now, when they're in the states, they have to pay their income taxes, but tax them enough and they'll say, you know something, I'd rather not do that in the United States either. She does not get it. Socialism doesn't work. Look at what's going on in Cuba. Look at Venezuela. Right? That's the whole idea. We hear people talk in California all the time. Why? It's not affordable. The state is not affordable. Why isn't it affordable? Well, I just told you, 40% cost. Right? A 40% cost to build new homes. Think about that. Is that affordable? What would the price of new homes be? Now you got to remember, it's all supply and demand, right? So if you can get rid of that 40%, you give them bigger incentive to builders to build. They have more incentive because they're going to make more money. Well, yeah, I know they're going to make more money. What are they going to do with it? They're going to spend it. They're going to reinvest it. They're going to do those things that they want to. Think about that concept about that area, right? They have that ability. They're going to do it where they want to. Look what's happened right here in Anaheim when you got the socialists involved and you've got the Unite Here group and you've got the city councilman Marino, right? They all get involved in these things and then you end up saying, okay, well, we're not going to build here. So Disney takes their money and they go to Florida. Yeah, well, is money walking out of Florida or is money going into Florida? Let's take a look at the data and see what's happening in a state like Florida and see is money walking to or from. So we go back to our How Money Walks chart, and Florida is getting money, $156 billion a year in adjusted gross income moves to Florida. Think about that. That is a staggering number. Almost 2.5 times the amount of money that leaves California is going to Florida. We're from $27.8 billion from New York, $18 billion from New Jersey, almost $13 billion from Illinois, $11 billion from Pennsylvania, $11 billion from Connecticut. Where do people go from Florida? They're very far. Right? They go to North Carolina, $1 billion, Texas, $1 billion, under $1 billion each for Tennessee, South Carolina, and Arizona. So people are moving to Florida. Why? Because they've got the lower tax state. There's reasons for that. Don't you think somewhere you start listening to that, learning from it? No, why would we learn about that? Because we've got schools that want to just teach the other way around and teach socialism. So our young people learn about socialism in school, and they wonder why are people going to Florida where they might be learning something about capitalism. Right? Now you've got Miami that does lose money going to other areas, Miami-Dade County, but almost every other part of the state is got money coming into Florida. Why? $156 billion. Get rid of the regulation, get rid of the government, get rid of the taxes, and you see what ends up happening in places like that. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Girl Scout cookies that are sitting right in front of me. Why are they there? We will talk about that when we come back. We're going to also talk about 2019, a great year for buyers and sellers of real estate, why your FICO score could get a boost in 2019, and how to roll over your 401k plan to a Roth IRA. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Connect with us, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio, on Twitter @Ron Siegel. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Siegel Lending Team offers you buying power. Let's say you can afford a monthly mortgage payment, including principal and interest, of around $1,900. With today's rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage of 3.75%, APR 3.85%, that payment could support a $416,000 mortgage. But if you wait and rates tick up to around 6.5%, which is roughly the average home mortgage rate over the past 30 years, that same $1,900 mortgage payment, including principal and interest, may only be able to support a $314,000 mortgage. That's over $100,000 worth of home you're missing out on by waiting. That's buying power. All you need to do to get started is reach out to the Siegel Lending Team at 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Payment example excludes taxes and insurance. Call us for full details, 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990 or SiegelLendingTeam.com. Equal housing lender, licensed under NMLS number 217037.
Are you purchasing or own a luxury home? If you're like so many others, your home is your largest asset and the mortgage is your largest debt. The Siegel Lending Team has some amazing financing opportunities right now. Jumbo loans up to $2 million, 30-year rates below 4%, 15-year rates near 3.5%, and if you can believe it, 7-year interest-only hybrids in low 3s. The Siegel Lending Team has all the options for your jumbo or second home loan requirements. Take advantage of them while you can. To learn more about all the other financing products available from the Siegel Lending Team, call 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Again, call 1-800-306-1990. Rates subject to change without notice. Licensed by NMLS ID 217037 and 145502. Equal housing lender.
Homeowners that are 62 and older are about to find out a great way to live a better retirement. It's called a reverse mortgage, and SLT can help you learn more. Call the Siegel Lending Team at 800-306-1990 right now to receive your free booklet with no obligation. It answers questions like how a reverse mortgage works, how much you qualify for, the ways to receive your money, and more. When you call the experts at Siegel Lending Team today, you'll learn the benefits of a government-insured reverse mortgage, how it will eliminate your monthly mortgage payments, and give you tax-free cash from the equity in your home. Here's the best part. You still own your home. Now is the best time to take control of your retirement. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990 to get your free brochure. Call today or visit our website at SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Or simply call 800-306-1990.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area-trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text NEST, N-E-S-T, to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. 2019 will be a great year for real estate buyers and sellers. Many homeowners believe that rising interest rates and home prices have scared away buyers and therefore have not listed their houses for sale. However, the truth is that buyers who were unable to find a home last year are out in force, and there are even more coming. NerdWallet's 2018 home buyer report revealed, and I quote, approximately 1/3, 32% of Americans plan to purchase a home in the next 5 years. Millennials are most likely to have such a purchase in their 5-year plan. It's 49% versus 35% for Gen X and 17% of baby boomers, unquote. We also look and see that buyers are optimistic. According to the report, Top 5 reasons Americans plan to buy a home. 44% say it is a good investment. 42% need or want more space. 34% it's the next step in my life. 30% it's more affordable than renting. 29% plan to move to a new area. The most common reasons Americans prioritize buying is that they believe it's a good investment. If you're a homeowner looking to sell, 2019 is the perfect year to put your house on the market. But why? First, buyers want to buy, and number 2, light on the competition. At least 3 of the renowned organizations that report on real estate market trends predict that homeowners are going to wait until 2020 to list their homes, leading to a nice increase in sales, and I put a graph out there as well for that. Don't wait for a competitive market. Be ahead of the curve and sell your house at the best possible price. We also know that we had some interest rate spikes during this past year. We got up to about 4.81% on the Freddie Mac Mortgage Market Survey. As of this last week, we're at 4.37%, a tick below what we were at last year, same week. So interest rates went up, they're back down. People were up there looking and saying, you know something, I'm going to wait for them to go down. Do you think they're going to continue that drop? Do you think we're going to get back into the 3s? I highly doubt that. But we are right now at 4.37. Now, again, that is that perfect borrower, that perfect borrowing scenario, right? You've got to have that 40% down and a great FICO score. Yes, 760 or above. Single-family residence, conforming loan limits, right? There's about 35, 40 different loan level price adjustments that go into that. But the bottom line, there are plenty of buyers entering the market, whether you're a first-time home buyer or a current homeowner looking to move up to your next home. We should chat about your plans. Now, when we chat about your plans, the first thing we need to do is look at the Legacy Finance tool. I've got that for you totally free. All you have to do is go to mbelinks.com/budget. mbelinks.com/budget, or you can text RSR budget, no spaces, RSR budget to 79564. Get a hold of that tool and see how that can help you getting on track for your new home. Now, the other thing that I want to chat with you about is your credit scores, right? The credit, that's a big issue. We talk about credit a lot on Ron Siegel Radio, and I was listening to one of the news broadcasts this morning. And I always love it when they get into these things and they're trying to give you good information, but they just don't know enough. So they look at a headline and they say that these changes are coming to the FICO scores, and they are correct that some of these changes are coming to the FICO scoring model. But here's the issue. They don't give you the whole story. So one of the headlines, 33 million may get a higher credit score thanks to Ultra FICO. And for years you've heard as an article of faith. Paying your bills on time each and every month is the single most important thing you can do to help your credit score. That is true. But now a new innovation in credit scoring promises to shake up that conventional wisdom. Beginning in 2019, Fair Isaac Corp plans to roll out something called the Ultra FICO score, according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. This new scoring model would take into account how much money you have in the bank and how well you manage it. The Journal reports that Fair Isaac doesn't envision Ultra FICO as a red light to stop borrowers from getting credit. In fact, it's the other way around. They hope Ultra FICO will be used by lenders as a green light to increase the number of people with approved credit applications. If an applicant's traditional FICO score falls short, a lender can offer to have this score recalculated to reflect banking activity. If that's the case, you'll then have the opportunity to choose which accounts you want factored in for the recalculation. Of course, it is possible for your score to go down on recalculation, not up. So you got to be careful of that. And of course, FICO will not tell you exactly how they've come up with their numbers. That is proprietary. FICO says if you meet the following criteria, you would most likely benefit from the new scoring model. Have at least $400 on deposit in a checking, savings, or money market account. No overdrafts within the last 3 months. Show a lengthy history of having an open account. Demonstrate frequent transaction history. Some 7 million applicants with very little established borrowing history and a low credit score to show for it are expected to see a boost in score when Ultra FICO is rolled out. Now, what the report was saying this morning on one of these services was very simple, that they're only going to let you do this with one of your bureaus, either Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax. Now, when they do it with only one of the bureaus, guess what? For mortgage lending, they use your middle score. So your whatever score you have may jump up, and what you really want to be doing is look at your lowest score. So people say, well, I want to get my middle score up. No, you want to get your lowest score up, right? Because then maybe that high score could become your mid score, and you'd end up with a real benefit. If your highest score, if you work on your highest score, getting that up, it's going to do you absolutely no good. So you have to understand how the models work and what you're trying to accomplish. Pentagon Federal Credit Union, the nation's third largest credit union by assets, will reportedly be the first institutions to do a trial run with Ultra FICO. Bigger picture, is this a good development or a bad one? Clearly, millions may benefit with new and expanded access to credit as a result of the big change to the scoring model. Of course, we should note that getting credit is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, having great credit will unlock a world for you where you get lower rates on insurance premiums in some states, enjoy more favorable interest rates on mortgage and auto loans, and more. On the other hand, it's easy to burn yourself financially by paying interest if you can't pay your credit card bill in full each and every month. That's why some money experts stressed both the opportunity and the hazard inherent in obtaining credit. It's more important to remember that getting credit requires you to think through how you're going to use it. We go back to texting RSR budget to 79564. Get all of your assets right in there. Your liabilities flow in there every night it's checked. It's a one-way, it's a read-only tool, so no changes can be made based on that. Just a great tool for you to deal with understanding how your financial legacy is working in play with everything else that's going on in your life. That is the Real-Time Real Estate segment, again, brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text NEST, N-E-S-T, to 79564. Hey, you might be wondering why I've got all these Girl Scout cookies in front of me. It is the Ron Siegel Radio Double End. You just go on and make a contribution to Girl Scouts. You do that through us, right? You're going to send either PayPal, Venmo, Square Cash, whatever you want to do, the cash card. However is easiest for you. Send over as little as $5 up to as much as you would like. We're going to go to the Girl Scouts, buy cookies, and the Girl Scout will then deliver them to a nonprofit organization. We're looking at one of the homeless shelters locally. So we love trying to help out other organizations. That's why we call it the double ending of the Girl Scout in our Girl Scout cookie drive. Again, we ask you just join, do whatever you want with it. Help us out, help the Girl Scouts, help the nonprofit. Two for the price of one. And it is an easy way for you not to have any weight gain from Girl Scout cookies because we're giving them away. It's pretty simple. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, how to roll over your 401k plan to a Roth IRA. Got a little more to chat about with your credit scores. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Connect with us. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. On Twitter, @Ron Siegel. Stay tuned. We will be back in just a few.
Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey and the area-trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Most businesses struggle to get the online reviews they need to get a competitive edge over their competition. Rex is a brand new technology that uses text messages to direct happy clients to your online review sites, Zillow, Google, Facebook, and Yelp, and unhappy clients to a private survey, so businesses can win more customers. Try Rex today by going to www.meetrex.com. Are you currently renting a home? Do you like paying someone else's mortgage payment? Why not explore the options to purchase your own home? Can you imagine a 30-year fixed-rate loan below 4.25% APR? This means with $10,500, you can purchase a $295,000 home and have a principal and interest payment of about $1,400 per month. What are you paying in rent? Does your family deserve the opportunity to take advantage of the current market? To learn more about these exciting opportunities, the Siegel Lending team is standing by to speak with you. Call now, 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Or 1-800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by NMLS ID 217037 and 145502. Equal housing lender. Not endorsed or sponsored by any government agency.
Do you have a goal of mortgage-free home ownership? What if your home was valued at $500,000? Are you aware that a free and clear home could be costing you $2,500 every month, $30,000 per year? The mortgage planners at the Siegel Lending Team would like to show you how you can own your home, generate tax-free income, and accumulate family wealth. You simply need to call the Ron Siegel Team at 1-800-306-1990. That is 1-800-306-1990. By sending the team a copy of your most recent mortgage statement, the team will send you a no-obligation real estate plan. You be the judge if this is right for your family. Again, all you have to do is send the team a copy of your mortgage statement by email to reap@ronsiegelradio.com or call today. Ron Siegel, 1-800-306-1990. That is 1-800-306-1990.
Rate subject to change and without notice. Licensed by the California DOC and BRE NMLS 217037 and 145502 and Cal BRE 01869452 and 1866775.
Your Siegel Lending Team offers you buying power. Let's say you can afford a monthly mortgage payment, including principal and interest, of around $1,900. With today's rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage of 3.75%, APR 3.85%, that payment could support a $416,000 mortgage. But if you wait and rates tick up to around 6.5%, which is roughly the average home mortgage rate over the past 30 years, that same $1,900 mortgage payment, including principal and interest, may only be able to support a $314,000 mortgage. That's over $100,000 worth of home you're missing out on by waiting. That's buying power. All you need to do to get started is reach out to the Siegel Lending Team at 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Payment example excludes taxes and insurance. Call us for full details, 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990 or SiegelLendingTeam.com. Equal housing lender, licensed under NMLS number 217037.
Are you purchasing or own a luxury home? If you're like so many others, your home is your largest asset and the mortgage is your largest debt. The Siegel Lending Team has some amazing financing opportunities right now. Jumbo loans up to $2 million, 30-year rates below 4%, 15-year rates near 3.5%, and if you can believe it, 7-year interest-only hybrids in low 3s. The Siegel Lending Team has all the options for your jumbo or second home loan requirements. Take advantage of them while you can. To learn more about all the other financing products available from the Siegel Lending Team, call 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Again, call 1-800-306-1990. Rates subject to change without notice. Licensed by NMLS ID 217037 and 145502. Equal housing lender.
Homeowners that are 62 and older are about to find out a great way to live a better retirement. It's called a reverse mortgage, and SLT can help you learn more. Call the Siegel Lending Team at 800-306-1990 right now to receive your free booklet with no obligation. It answers questions like how a reverse mortgage works, how much you qualify for, the ways to receive your money, and more. When you call the experts at Siegel Lending Team today, you'll learn the benefits of a government-insured reverse mortgage, how it will eliminate your monthly mortgage payments, and give you tax-free cash from the equity in your home. Here's the best part. You still own your home. Now is the best time to take control of your retirement. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990 to get your free brochure. Call today or visit our website at SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com, or simply call 800-306-1990.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. So the Word on Wealth segment, that's what we've got next on the calendar today. Word on Wealth segment brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report, it is wrong. What are you doing about it? Credit Sanitizer has the solutions for you. How to roll over your 401k into a Roth IRA. Why would you do that? What are the benefits of it? Let's chat about that a little bit. What do you want to do with the 401k? What do you want to do with the 401k or the Roth IRA? So generally your 401k is going to be something that you're going to need to deal with when you leave a job that had a 401k plan. You might choose to roll over that plan into an individual retirement account. That would be an IRA. Such rollovers, that's pretty straightforward. The transfer of assets is not a taxable event, and your savings will continue to grow tax deferred. But some might take this opportunity to roll over some or all of their funds to a Roth IRA instead. We've come up with a lot of ideas where we've talked to you about different things you might want to talk to a professional about with regard to the Roth IRA, right? You might want to increase your deductibles on your insurance. Keep money in the Roth IRA that would offset those deductible amounts so that you have that money liquid, right? You can take your principal out of the Roth IRA because you've already paid taxes on it. It's the earnings that must stay there. Again, talk to your financial planner. I'm not giving you any advice here. This is just for the purpose of education, right? So you look at it and you say, okay, where are we on your 401k? You have not done any, you've not paid any taxes on that. So you have to look and say, okay, what effect will that have on my tax situation? That's where you go to your household board of directors. You deal with the area trusted professionals out there. So doing so when you change over to that Roth IRA may make sense for your taxes and overall financial plan, but it does mean paying a one-time tax bill for the amount you've converted. And you should also understand that converting to a Roth IRA is a permanent process. It is not something that you can go back on. You won't be able to change your mind and go back to a traditional IRA. Because of this, it's important to understand the difference between the two plans before you begin the process of rolling over your 401k. The traditional Roth IRA versus the Roth IRA versus a traditional IRA. Again, the traditional IRAs are tax deferred. That means you don't have to pay taxes on your contributions, but you pay taxes on the money you take out, all of it, the growth and the tax itself. They are similar to 401k plans in this way. With a 401k, your employer defers the money from your paycheck before it is taxed. Since you contribute the money yourself to an IRA, it's on you to take a tax deduction to avoid paying. The money in an IRA grows without being taxed until you start taking distributions. Once you reach age 59 and a half, you can start taking distributions from your IRA, and the funds you withdraw will be taxed as ordinary income. Traditional IRAs also come with required minimum distributions that kick in when you hit age 70 and a half. You can't let the money sit in the account to grow as long as you like. Age 70 and a half is also when you can no longer contribute to a traditional IRA. By contrast, you fund a Roth IRA with after-tax dollars. That means you will not deduct contributions to a Roth IRA. Rather, the advantage comes once you reach retirement. Because you paid taxes before you contributed to the account, you don't pay taxes when you start receiving distributions. A Roth IRA does not have the required minimum distribution or mandatory distribution like traditional counterpart. So you can leave the money untouched indefinitely if you prefer. You can also keep contributing to a Roth IRA at any age. A Roth IRA can come in handy if you'd rather pay taxes sooner than later. It's also nice because the return you earn on the investments in your Roth IRA is never taxed down the road. Rolling over your 401k, the first step will be to open a Roth IRA. You can do this at virtually any major brokerage firm. Do some research, then head to your bank's or firm's website to open your account. Once you've done that, you can contact the company managing your 401k account to begin the rollover process. You can do this online or over the phone. Your 401k plan administrator will then transfer your funds into your new Roth IRA account, and you'll be ready to choose how to invest your new IRA. This process is also a direct rollover, and it's the easiest way to do it. There are also indirect rollovers in which the balance of the account is distributed directly to you, typically as a check. In this case, you'll have 60 days from the date you receive the funds to transfer the money to your custodian or IRA company. Where I lost my went to look checking out with the comments coming in online, and I lost where we are here. So you've got 60 days there. Otherwise, it's treated as a taxable withdrawal, and you get a 10% penalty if you're younger than 59 and a half. This is a risk why most people choose the direct option. It's just easy. With either rollover option, you also have to make sure you've satisfied any special requirements that the company might have. If you're looking to do a rollover only a portion of your 401k, you'll need to check with your plan administrator to see if that's something they allow. Paying taxes on your contributions. The point of the Roth IRA is that money gets taxed as income up front, then grows tax-free. But the money in your 401k was shielded from taxes by being withheld from your paycheck. So you'll now need to pay income tax on that money so that it qualifies for a Roth. So you're wanting to do this when you've got a lower taxable income or you've got a tax strategy. Again, that's why we're talking about the area trusted professionals, having your household board of directors, talk to your tax person, talk to your financial advisor, make sure you get all that information into your budget, RSR budget, just text RSR budget to 79564. Right? That's the whole idea of dealing right there, is get all these people on the same page, because maybe this year you won't get taxed very much. Maybe next year you're looking at changing jobs, so maybe that would be your beneficial time. So always want to look at that first. You'll need to do this whenever you're, and remember what we did talk to you about. My hands are going here this morning. It's kind of crazy because you're listening to us on radio. But if you're watching on RonSiegelRadio.tv, you might see me jumping around here. I don't jump too high. But here's the issue. I shared this with you before. I'm going to share it with you quickly today again. Not giving you financial advice, just a strategy to talk to your financial people about. Take your deductibles, car deductible, home deductible, umbrella policy deductible, whatever kind of insurance you have, and increase those deductibles. When you increase the deductibles, you have a savings on your insurance premium. Take that savings every single year and put it into a Roth IRA. Then if you have an event, then you've got the money already set aside for that increased deductible. If you have no event, you did not give that money to your insurance company for it to go into their profit. So you get to keep that money. It continues to grow tax deferred or tax free, right? Because it's a Roth IRA. Now, if you take the money out of the Roth IRA too soon before you're of age, well, yeah, then you've got to deal with the tax penalty. And again, talk to your tax professional. They will be the ones to give you those concepts, those ideas. But if you don't take the money out and it just continues to grow, You can continue increasing your deductible. Maybe you're at $500 now, you go to $1,000, you go to $2,500. Maybe you go to $5,000, $10,000. Whatever it is, but save the money on the insurance premiums, and over time you get that money instead of who owns most of the big buildings in every city? It's some insurance company. Would you rather have the money, or do you want the insurance company to have it? Put it in the Roth IRA. Again, your original money that you've already paid taxes on can come out. The growth has to come out in accordance to the rules assigned to it. Just a thought for you. And another thought that I have for you every day is to set that first radio preset button to come back here every day to join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to John, who's engineering us today. And, of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.
I tried